Hello, so it's finally time to get back to learning ASL, and we are in lesson 12, which we're going to be learning a new way to use the sign have. We're going to be learning some classifiers, how to show location with classifiers, how to show movement with classifiers, and we're also going to be learning some new vocabulary. So let's get started with have. So the sign have has two meanings. The first one shows possession. I have money. But the second meaning to have shows existence. An example would be there is milk in the kitchen, right? You can sign it kitchen have milk. That's how you would sign that there is kitchen and there is milk in the kitchen is it kitchen have milk. Right? So you would sign it like this. Here we have another example. There is food in the store. Its store have food. Another one, there is paper. It have paper. And here we have some examples. There is coffee at home. You could sign it home have coffee. Another one, there is water in the restaurant. You would sign it restaurant have water. So notice the pattern in this. Notice the pattern. It's the place and then the thing, right? It restaurant have coffee. So it's the place, it's the thing, and then it shows what it has. It shows what's existing there. Another example would be there is tea at home. You would sign it home have tea. You could sign the store has shoes. You would sign its store have shoes. Or another sentence would be there are shoes in the store. You would sign its store have shoes. You haven't read there are chairs in the house. So it house have chairs. There is a table in the kitchen. You say it kitchen have table. Right? So that's pretty easy. And then there are other sentences, but I'm pretty sure you get it. It's not that complicated. Now we go on to some classifiers, right? Some classifiers can be used as pronouns. That is, they can replace nouns. That's the whole point of a pronoun, right? Instead of saying the woman, the woman, the woman, you can change it to she or her. Same thing with classifiers. They can replace nouns. They become pronouns, and they are more visual. They are more picture-like. So here we have the first classifier, which is classifier 3. But you use it most of the time like this. And this represents a vehicle. It could be a car, it could be a bus, it could be a truck, it could be a bicycle. It's a vehicle. The next one is the classifier upside down V. It's for any person or two-legged animal, right? A woman, a child, or any animal that has 2 legs, right? Stuff like that. Then you have a classifier B, usually like this, as in flat. It's for any flat object. It could be a piece of paper. It could be a magazine. It could be a book. It could be a pamphlet. Anything that's flat. When used with nouns, these classifiers can show the location of the noun. The noun usually precedes the classifier in the sentence. So that means usually we have the noun first and then the classifier, right? Because remember, the classifiers replace the noun. It becomes a pronoun. So if we don't have the noun first, we have no idea what the classifier is representing. If I just do this, is it a car? Is it a bicycle? Is it a truck? What is it? You don't know. If I just do this, is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a child? You don't know. So that's why we got to do the noun first, followed by the classifier. So the sentence, the car is near here, you would sign. Right? And the classifier represents the car, and you do it like this. It shows the location, that it's near here. And you can say the car is over there, right? Right? Shows location, and the classifier represents the noun. The car is over there on the other side. So here we have some examples. I see your van over there. I see your van there. You could sign that. You don't have to sign the classifier. You could sign that, or you could sign the classifier. There, boom. Simple, easy, and more visual, right? And ASL is all about being visual. It's all about more showing and less telling. And if you ever find yourself struggling with how do I convey information, how do I tell somebody, that's when you got the wrong perspective. It's not about telling. It's not always telling, and most of the time it's never about telling. It's about showing. So next time you have a hard time conveying something in ASL, think about, hey, maybe I should use a classifier instead. Maybe I should be more visual. And it might help. Having that different perspective can help. So here we have another example. Woman there, she looked at me, right? So the woman over there, she looked at me. Right? I enter letter there, right? Meaning I came in or I entered a building and I saw the letter over there, right? Should bicycle there, right? The bicycle should be there. Surprise me, president here, right? Car blue there, that one his. Meaning the blue car over there, it's his. It's his blue car. She left magazine there, right? So she left the magazine there and she forgot, right? So. And now there's other sentences, but pretty sure you get it. Classifiers can be used to show location relationships such as on, under, behind, in front of, beside, facing each other, on top of. In other words, prepositions. On, under, beside, those are all preposition words or prepositional phrases. Prepositions show the relationship of the noun related to space. Like, where is the noun? Where is it located in space? So you have two vehicles next to each other. That next to, that's a prepositional phrase that can be indicated by classifiers. So two cars next to each other, how would you sign them with classifiers? Just it. You got two cars next to each other. One in front of the other. Right? Two people facing each other. One flat object on another, like a book on a book. A cup on a table. A cup under a table or under a box or whatever. Well, maybe not a box. Right? But that on, under, beside, next to, facing, front of, all of those are prepositions, and classifiers are prepositions. So classifiers can be pronouns, classifiers can be prepositions. Classifiers can be so many things. So here you have, I saw the two cars next to each other. So I see car, classifier 3, next to classifier 3. And here we have some pictures in the book. They show some pictures. And then you gotta think to yourself, how would I sign this using classifiers? So the first picture is a soda can on top of a table. Right? So how would you sign that? Right? Then you have the next picture is a car in a garage. How would you sign that? Then you have two letters kind of overlapping each other. Then you have a whole line of people. You have two plants on a shelf. So you do shelf, maybe like this, or you could do, that works too. You have two cups next to two bottle caps. So ba, ba, and then pa, pa. Remember this classifier? And then you have a person under a tarp. So, there you have it. And here we have adding movement to classifiers. The action of persons or objects can be indicated by adding movement to the classifier. Right? So one vehicle passes another. Right? So passing, that's a verb. So now classifiers can show verb, it can show action, it can show movement. Here you have two vehicles colliding head on, right? An accident. A person diving off a platform or diving off a diving board. Head first. A cup falling off a table. And so classifiers are extremely useful, they're extremely visual, they can be pronouns, replace the nouns, they can be prepositions, they can be verbs and show action and show movement and show location, and they really make a story come to life. So now here we have some basic vocabulary. Let me put my hair bothering me. Okay, so the first word is announce or announcement. Then we have burn or fire. All right, start with wiggle wiggle. There you go. Here we have cream, as in cream for coffee or any kind of cream. Disappoint or miss. Dream or daydream. Early, Earth or geography or planet even, enter or go into, so I go into my house or I enter a building, gone or missing or just disappears, hurt, pain, gotta show it in the face too, kitchen. Oh, I kept signing kitchen like this, cook, room. And that is one way to sign it, but an easier way is just this, kitchen. Totally forgot about that sign. See, even reviewing these simple lessons are useful for me, so know that, as in I know that already, like, I know that. Lie, and for liar, you would just add this. Loud, lucky, or even delicious, which I've never seen that way of signing delicious, but I have seen lucky. Magazine, brochure, journal, booklet, pamphlet, catalog even. Misunderstand or misconception. Moon, noisy. Poor, poverty. Problem, promise. This is how the book shows it. I've honestly never seen it like that. I've seen it like this. That's promise, commit, pledge, swear, or even guarantee. Like, you have quiet, calm, peaceful. You have relieved, like a sigh of relief. Rest. Restroom, letter R. Rich, wealthy. I usually do rich as in just like a lot, or just a lot of money. That's how I usually sign it. But here in the book is showing this. I have honestly not seen it, but maybe it can happen. Same, like, or alike. And then another way of doing it is this. Same, the letter Y. Then you have satisfy. Scare, frighten. All right, show it in the face. Street, road, way, path. Strict. Sun, as in the sun and the moon, that kind of sun. Sunrise, sunset, thirsty, as in I need a drink of water, voice, as in, vocal cords, speaking with your voice and stuff. Wake up. There's a difference between surprise and wake up. Surprise, I'll shove it in the face versus just wake up. Wet, damp, moist. The book, it seems like he does it on his chin and then he does it. The pictures are sometimes not always clear, but just doing this, like with the face, if clothes is damp, you don't want to wear damp clothes, so like you can show it in your face, like, oh, it's wet, or maybe like your bed is wet or the chair is wet. You don't want to sit on that, so it's wet. That's usually the context of wet. It's not good. And that is lesson 12.